Silence crept over the deserted asylum like a living entity, its presence suffocating and heavy. The walls, once a pristine white, now wore a cloak of grime and neglect, as if the very fabric of the building was being consumed by the darkness that lurked within. Dr. Emma Taylor stepped out of her car and onto the crumbling asphalt, her eyes fixed on the entrance. A massive wooden door with iron hinges that seemed to snarl at her like a beast. The wind whispered an unsettling melody, a soft hum that vibrated through every cell in her body, making her skin crawl. She had always been drawn to the abandoned and the forgotten, and this place was the epitome of both. The trees surrounding the asylum seemed to lean in, as if they were trying to listen to her every thought, their branches like skeletal fingers reaching out to snatch her. As she approached the entrance, a faint whisper seemed to caress her ear, a soft murmur that sounded almost like her name. Emma spun around, but there was no one there, the wind dying down to an unsettling silence. She pushed the door open, and it creaked, the sound echoing through the empty corridors like a scream. The air inside was heavy with the scent of decay and rot, a noxious odor that made her stomach turn. Every step she took seemed to echo through the deserted halls, making her feel like an intruder in a place where she was not welcome. She began to explore, her footsteps leading her deeper into the heart of the asylum. Each room she entered was a testament to the horrors that had once taken place within these walls. The walls were adorned with the scribbles of the insane, messages that made no sense, yet seemed to tell a story of despair and desperation. In one room, she found a series of old medical records, the names and diagnoses blurring together as she flipped through the pages. But one name caught her eye, a patient who had been kept in isolation, a patient known only as Subject 13. The records hinted at something sinister, a presence that had driven the patient to the brink of madness. Emma felt a chill run down her spine as she realized that she was not alone in the asylum. She heard footsteps, light and careful, as if someone was trying not to be seen. The whispers started again, a soft chant that seemed to be coming from all directions. Emma tried to run, but her feet seemed rooted to the spot, unable to move as the whispers grew louder, more urgent. And then the lights flickered and died, plunging her into darkness. The whispers stopped, replaced by an oppressive silence. Emma was alone, surrounded by the darkness and the presence that lurked within. She screamed, but her voice was drowned out by the sound of her own heartbeat. When the lights flickered back to life, Emma was gone, the only sign of her presence a single word scrawled on the wall, Subject 14. The asylum stood silent once more, its secrets locked within its crumbling walls, waiting for the next victim to stumble into its clutches. The wind picked up again, whispering an unsettling melody as the trees leaned in, eager to witness the next horror that would unfold within the abandoned asylum.